That's a fabulous shot. Good afternoon and welcome to the Predator WPA Men's World 10 Ball Championships presented by CSI live from the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas. Our next match is a third round losers side clash between Skylar Woodward and Alex Kazakis. Your referee for this one is John Lehman. The game is 10 ball. It's a race to 8. It's winner breaks. It's a cool shot, of course. And with me in the booth calling the shots is the very debonair George Teachea.
Oh, thank you for that introduction, Mark. You got me laughing already. You mean lacking of air? Alex breaking off, breaking that one ball towards the side pocket. Almost in, but it didn't go, and looks like it's going to be dry. Skylar will be quick to come to the table, and gosh, he's left them spread out really nice. I'm going to say that Skylar should make quick work of these. There is nothing in the way. Nothing's tied up. It's a wide open break. That is one of the things that breaking from the side usually guards against, but not here. It's just a beautiful rack. 2, 3, 4, 5 to the side, 6 and 7. It just lays nice. Skylar Woodward, an 803 Fargo, and Alex, an 812.
Not much between them, George.
No, not at all. And not too much work, but he's got to get that cue ball up for the 4, for the same pocket. And he's gotten a little...
No, he's fine.
Well, he's going to have to draw back a little bit. He's going to go around it. Okay, there you go. Just stun it right back up. Say hello. I'm going to put you right here. I was going to tell you a story, but we'll just finish out this rack. It'll be nice and soft here. Probably go to the head rail and come right back on the line that he just aimed the 6 from. And then it's a stop shot. This is pretty straightforward.
Yeah, Sky was pushed to the one loss side in the very first round against Ko Ping Chung. Ko Ping Chung has sent Excellent Catchy to the same place as well today.
Yeah. Ko Ping Chung, our 2019 champion, over Joshua Filler. And Sky making quick work of this. He says, if you don't mind, Alex, every time you break, please do it like this.
Well, we'd be hoping that Alex doesn't break again.
That's correct. He would like to just walk through this. And
well, I was talking to Sky very late last night. He was out with his baby getting some food.
You must have seen him at the same time. I saw Sky chasing him down the big corridor, and the little boy was running free out front, and Sky was kind of like, hey, come back here. And he almost ran into me. 10 ball for the first game.
Yeah, and that sends a message out to Alex Kazakis. I'm playing well. If you give me a chance, I'm going to take it. And after that little slip up in the first round against Ko Ping Chung, Skylar beat Jose Alberto Delgado 8-6, and then Jakub Konya from Slovakia last night 8-6, same scoreline. And Alex Kazakis was sent to the one lost side very early on himself as well by Alex Montpellier. He's come the hard route. The referee John Lehman getting ready. Doesn't that arena look absolutely beautiful, doesn't it?
That LED arena just looks fantastic. And look how it sets off the players too. You think they were in Star Wars.
Looks very futuristic, doesn't it?
Well, Sky breaking here again, or breaking here. The winner of this match will go on to meet Konrad Yushushin, because they need to win this match and one more to get into the final 32. And those will be matches for tomorrow. They will all be races to 10 in single elimination. But for these guys, it's already single elimination. Looks like Sky broke dry.
Yeah, didn't return the favour that
No, he didn't.
Kazakis gave him in the first rack, did he?
Yeah, the 7-ball did Sky a big favor and blocks the cue ball. So more than likely he'll be pushing out. He's looking to push where Sky can't hold. If he decides to shoot, can't hold the cue ball down for the 2. Or is he going to push behind for a jump on the 6?
Yeah, he
a jump on the
has.
7. He gave himself just a little bit more room and grabs his cue stick, and right away Sky says, go right ahead.
Well, Sky not bothered about getting out of the chair for that one. He doesn't get out of bed for things like that, George.
Players on a 30-second time clock, and they have 60 seconds right after the break. They have 1 extension per game per player.
Well, the right decision there from Skylar. He's got some of the ball to go at.
Good look at Sky taking dead aim. Playing safe right behind the. Oh, is it going to come back? He's got him. He's got him with a 6-7. Would have liked to lay him right behind the 9 where he has. Does he have a window between the 6-7 mark?
I don't think so.
Okay. Mark wears better glasses than I do, so I have to ask these questions.
Only because my eyesight's worse. I need better glasses, George.
Another jump shot. Might pocket this one, though.
Well, he's pocketed the cue ball on the floor. I hope he hasn't hit our LED panels. Referee will give this a bit of a clean. Needs a Dyson. Well, one of the best jumpers in the world was Greek, wasn't he? We were talking about him last night. It was Damianos, I think his name was.
And it must have been some time back, because I don't recall the name. Alex has been top out of Greece for a long time. Well, Sky with ball in hand. Up for the 2. Probably want to travel that cue ball towards the 6, right where he's aiming. Scary to have to come behind the 6-7, but should have enough pace unless he clips the 7. Oh, he's okay.
Well, it's gone slightly wrong this, but I think he can. I think he's got an angle to play the 5 into the opposite corner. He's playing this 3 ball. I didn't quite see if he. Yeah, he's got enough. 2 rails.
Yeah, but he's got to get up on the 4. And now down for the 5.
Perfect. Yep. Sorry about that.
Yep. No, you got it. I can't tell you.
Hiding, George.
I can't tell you the number of times the 4 ball hides on me too. I'll be calling all kinds of shots. Pretty much just a little come back, just a hair. That's more than a hair. He's going to wish he
Oh,
had
look
just
at this
come
for a
here.
lovely little bumperoonie.
I was surprised he came back with that much pace. He came back pretty strong at it.
I think he was.
I think he was too. Yeah. But he's ended up in a very good place for the 5 ball. Now it's to go to the 6. He's going to stun right up to the area for the 6 ball. Middle of the table there. Sky working his way well through these balls. that one have you breathing hard?
My heart jumped a little bit.
Yeah,
there.
it went to the side of the pocket. It kind of gave you a little thrill.
He does hit the ball quite hard, doesn't he, at times, Skylar?
He likes to take, watch him just pull back a little bit and then come through. See, he doesn't come back too far with his cue.
Times the ball so well.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Forgot how tall I am, he said.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
he is a riot. He just he has fun at the table.
So this 10 ball then to double his lead to 2 racks. And good start from Sky Woodward, and American pool fans will be very, very happy with what they've seen in these first couple of racks. Very nice start.
Yep. Skylar is the second highest ranked American player, right behind SVB.
Yeah, SVB coming through another tough match this morning. He loves coming from behind, does Shane Van Bonen. He was 6-4 down at one stage, I believe. Ended up winning 8-6.
Yeah, he's come through a couple of matches now in that same manner.
Tyler Steyer is in action, and he's up against Roman Hebler.
From the Czech Republic.
Yep, and Roman has taken the first rack there. Justin Martin and Mieszko Fortunski are 1-1. If you want to watch any of these matches that I'm talking about now, you can head over to tv.kazoom.com, follow the instructions. For a few bucks, watch like a pro. Never miss a ball. Oh, Sky's scratched in the side. Just what you don't want. Yeah, and apologies for if you were on Kazoom this morning. They had a little bit of a technical problem, but it is up and running.
Meanwhile, we see on the replay 3 balls track to one side and 1 3 ball to the other, but one of them was the cue ball.
Yeah, and look at this. Potted 3 balls for him. So, first real chance then for Alex Kazakis from Greece, from Athens, the capital.
And we've seen Alex with a very high gear in 2021 when he defeated SVB 9-0 in the World Pool Masters.
Yeah,
so,
revenge.
Yeah. Well, you're not here, so I'm going to try to scalp your buddy. Back for the 7 to about where he is. There we go.
Who says we don't have outside industry sponsors at this home burger? On his t-shirt, that's his uncle's burger bar there in Athens.
I asked him for free samples.
I think it might be cold by the time it gets here, George.
That's exactly what he said. He said they may not taste real well by the time they get here. And something I'd never asked him before, and I asked if he was married, and he says, I'm in a relationship.
So, to get on the board then, and bring it back to within 1, race to 8. The loser of this will be out. And we're going to nip out ourselves just for a quick minute. And we're back, guys.
Alex Kazakis breaking off the balls. WPA ranked number 7 in the world, playing 12 events. His opponent is ranked number 66, but he's only played 7 events, so it doesn't really count. Not the same.
Robustness.
Robustness, there you go.
Is that the word you were looking for?
That's the word that's used in Fargo, and which means number of games.
I don't know where that
Basically.
came from, George. That's a word you rarely use, isn't it?
Yeah.
Robustness. There you go. I've used it twice, and I haven't used it for about 30 years, I reckon.
Hasn't been around for 30 years. In our neck of the woods, so we didn't start using that till Fargo came along.
So, dry break.
These guys have met on the battlefield for Moscone Cup. This guy's been playing Moscone Cup since 2015, MVP twice.
Tempt him into this one because there's no easy path to the 2 ball.
You might let him shoot this. I guess you really can't.
No, he's not going to.
Yeah.
He's going for this.
Probably going to play safe after the 1 on the 2, unless he can get shape on it, but I don't think he can. He's got to come to the middle of the table for that opening between the 4-10 for a safety. Unless he can get the cue ball on the same side of the table as the 2 ball is. See, that's where he's looking right there to go to that window. And there was just, as I've heard you say, Mark, there was just no future in shooting that. But
I kind of like him using the whole time available there, though, to have a look around the rest of the table, you know. Doesn't just have to be about that shot. You can sneak a look around the table. Well, that's obviously what Sky had in mind, because he got down and played it very quickly.
I wonder, I think he's got a well, looks like he's got the 1-3 combo. He could go rail first, hitting the 1 into the 3, and this opens up real nice. He might possibly be able to go straight at the 1. Can't tell if it goes by the 2. I like him hitting just past the side pocket, rail first, and going for the 3 ball. No, he's got a full ball from that angle. Thank you, Clementine. Our camera person, Mogan and Clementine.
He's firing. Well, it was a nice idea, but I don't think he's got it. Chance then for Sky.
He can shoot this and just leave the cue ball on the rail.
See that bit of chalk there, look, George? I gave that to Sky. I said that's your lucky bit of chalk, and he's going to give me $100 if he wins the tournament.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. Great shot. Look at this. Look at this. What a brilliant shot that is.
Right for that window.
Oh.
Yeah, you give this young man any time at the table, and he'll show you what he can do.
Might even be able to kick onto the 4 ball in making this 2 and hold on the 3. Oh, he's played the bank, has he? Free shot at the bank, really. Jump stick, I'm sure, will come out again.
He's got to keep it in the air for a while. So I'm not sure if it goes by the 9 or if he's jumping over the 9. If that's the case, keeping it on the table is going to be tough.
Brilliant. Couldn't have hit that any better. What a fantastic shot that is.
Fantastic shot. That made tough look easy. Great shot, Alex.
A lesson in how to jump.
Mm-hmm. And now he's just opened up the rack for him. For himself. Yep. He can either play through the window, the 8-9, or he can come around and play the 5 ball in the same pocket. All he has to use is just a little bit of right spin. And go 2 rails, almost 3. And there it is. Nice and easy.
On a dime. Nearly.
Mark, can you tell me what kind of chalk he's using?
I don't know.
He's using that new Predator chalk.
Ah.
You were going to tell us about it in one of the matches. No, am I wrong? Somebody.
I heard they were bringing one out, but I.
This is it. I was out when he was hitting balls and he was playing with it. I think it hits retail pretty quick, pretty soon. Right now, some of the pro players have access to it. Looks like that 8 ball goes right by the 9. If so, he can either play the 8 to the side or draw it up for the right-hand corner, whichever he prefers.
Sky Woodward's good friend Shane Walford is 4-0 down to Jonas Salto Comino from Spain. Tyler Steyer is 1-1 with Roman Hebler. We're right down the queue. Look, what a lovely shot that is. Keep it there. See him stroke this in.
Oh.
Wow.
And what you were looking there, folks, was the Predator Icon 4-1. He uses the Revo shaft with the 12.4.
Whoa, he can't believe that. He's disgusted with it. What went wrong there? We were right down the line of it. Unfortunately, the line wasn't online. It was slightly offline.
Yeah, that's just a very big unforced error. It could be very costly.
Well, he's got away with it, maybe. Got to raise the cue over the 9 ball.
I think this young man will cut this in and end up with nice shape on the 9.
Wow, what a cut that is. Well, you could actually hear how thin that was. It hardly made a sound when he touched it. Look at that.
Yes.
It really is one of his speciality shots, that thin cut down the rail. Tremendous shot. This then to open up a 2-rack lead once again.
You know, Sky has a habit of really coming through with great shots when needed.
And it goes. 2-rack cushion is restored, and Alex will be very, very disappointed, to say the least, with that 8 ball. What a chance. And isn't it amazing? We were right down the line of that.
Watching the cue and just ended up perfect.
Other matches in progress at the moment. Billy Thorpe is in action against Cliff Castelline from Belgium. They're 1-1. Ralph Souquet, the Kaiser, is at it again. He still loves this game. He's 2-1 up on Abdullah Al-Shamari. Roland Garcia 1-1 with Duong Quoc Hon. Justin Martin is going well against Mieszko Fortuński. He leads the poll 2-1. And Piers Labutis from Lithuania is one rack up, leading 2-1 against Viktor Zelensky. So here we go then, Sky Woodward to break off, 3-1 up. Had a scratch before, made 3 balls and scratched. He'll be looking to keep, he'd rather make 2 balls and keep the cue ball out of the pocket.
He's playing that 1 ball straight over it, no. And here comes the 4-railer, no. And it's dry.
Yeah, the only consolation I think is that 4 has blocked the path for the 1 ball into the corner, so nothing easy to start with. Everything threatening, but everything just a couple of inches away from a pocket, George.
Let's see what he's going to call the 1 ball there. I thought it might slide by the 4. If not, the cue ball will be going in that direction.
There's Mrs. Woodward up there I just saw.
Oh, that little boy was so cute going down the hallway last night. He'll be 3 in April.
Beautifully played. Very nice shot.
And this just opens up for Alex, barring any mistakes like he did on the 8.
Yeah, it looks pretty wide open to me. 3 ball up for the 4 and the 5, back down for the 6-7. 8 and 9 in close proximity. Looking good for the Athenian.
He is in perfect line right now. And stays that way. Just run this a little bit towards the 9 without going past it. Let's see if he chooses to go down the corridor between the 7 and the rail, which I doubt. I think he comes out to the middle of the table for the 6 ball.
Yeah, winners of these matches being played now will play again at 7 p.m. for the final qualification for the last 32. Playing for prize fund, $250,000 in total. 60 to the winner, 40 to the runner-up, third, fourth, 20.
I could use some of that, Mark.
You have to get your cue out, George, and get as good as these guys if you want a chance of getting your hands on that kind of cash.
Don't threaten me with a good time. These guys are hungry.
How's he finished on this?
Looks like he's got just the right angle to bring it back past the side pocket and right in line for the 10.
Nicely done. This one to close the gap once again to 3-2. So this 10 ball, in it goes, and out we go. See you in a couple of minutes, guys. This is getting interesting. very warm welcome back to the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas, Sin City, Nevada, home of the CSI presented Predator WPA Men's World 10 Ball Championship. Nicely poised here. 3-2. Skylar Woodward, Mosconi Cup player against previous Mosconi Cup player for Europe, Alex Kazakis.
And Alex breaking the balls, trying to guide that one ball into the side pocket. And he does. Now does a 2-ball offer him an opportunity? And wow, that's, can he spin this ball in, or is he going to have to find a safety out of that? This will give us a good angle right here. I think he can spin this ball in. With inside English, the only problem might be that if he catches it just right, the cue ball could come up to the top part of the table. So we'll see what kind of speed he uses.
If you can spin this in, George, I'll get your cues out again if I was you.
You know, I was able to play on one of these tables a couple nights ago, and they felt really good. And right now that cloth is so responsive, especially for new cloth, that it just felt really good. I felt really good at the table, but I wasn't under these lights.
This is a tricky one.
You see, it's just a hair off the rail.
I'm just wondering, can he get in behind the 6 here? He's looking at getting distance. Tricky.
Very tricky. And actually the cue ball is more against the rail than I first thought.
Well, he's used his extension. Well, we saw Sky spin an 8-ball in earlier. Not quite as difficult as this. Cue ball's on the rail this time.
The only reason he might go for this is because if he does make it, it offers him the 3-ball. He might give this back.
Shall I? Shan't I? Yes.
Yeah.
All yours, Alex. Show us what you were going to do.
You like using that high karate English?
I thought he was going to say aftershave. Do you remember high karate aftershave?
I do. But just use that right here and get that. It's going to hit the 6-ball and come out of there, and the cue ball might stay there behind the 7. Oh, he miscued. What a great move by Skylar Woodward. Makes him look like a genius. Maybe he is.
Yep, run the cue over the top of the cue ball. What a gift.
No early 10s and no 10s on the break in WPA rules. 10 balls the last one to go in for a win. If it is made, it spots back up and counts as a regular object ball.
Well, Sky won't mind winning every other rack if he can get this one now, get 2 clear again. He only has to win every other rack, get to 8, and he's through to the loser's side qualification at 7 p.m. He's come through the hard route.
7 goes by the 8, but he just might stop the cue ball right there and play the 7-up table. No, he decided to come up.
He's so good at this back and forth shot. You see him play it so often.
Yeah, this extreme angle that he had on the 7 ball makes that shot just so much easier.
Perfect.
Yep. You don't want to worry about the speed. Just hit it hard enough to make it, and the cue ball finds its way back over. And again, he'll be back and forth, but not very much, just that rail and over. Sky Woodward looking to increase that lead by a game, and as you said, Mark, then he just has to win every other game. I don't think he'll settle for that, though. I think he wants to win every game. This 10 ball for a 4-2 lead. And Sky Woodward closes out the rack.
Yeah, also going well on one of the outer tables. Mickey Kraus 4-2 up over Superman Roberto Gomez. Aloysius Yap is dealing with Daniel Guttenberger very nicely. He's 3-0 ahead. Jeffrey DeLuna 3-1 down to Mad Max Lechner. Chang Yu Lung 2-3 down to Ferry Satriadi. Michael Schneider 3-1 down to Sanjin Pelavanovic. And look at this, Jonas Salto Comino is 5-1 up now on American Shane Wolford. Victor Zelensky has come back against Piers Labutis. He leads 3-2. And Tyler Steyer is up 2-1 against Roman Hebler. We're up to date and we're back with Sky. The balls are ready. Is he ready? One ball in the side. Here we go. Leads 4-2.
Oh.
Another scratch. And look at the 1-2. Nice easy starters for him as well.
And nothing touched the cue ball. That high English just grabbed, moved forward, and slid right in, spun right in. And Alex will be glad to have a go at this rack. Middle of the table is his friend for the 3. And the 1 and 2 are readily available.
Well, I've got the 7 p.m. match off and I'm going to go and get something to eat and then get back in this arena and watch some matches, George. I'm going to have a walk around.
Oh, bring me back some sushi.
I'm not going for sushi.
Oh.
But I'll bring you some back if
I'm
you
just
want.
kidding.
I'll just let my fish and chips go cold. How's that?
It's cooked. No. Now he's got to get this cue ball either in the area where he is now or on the opposite side for the 4. Opposite side of the 8 ball. This will be coming right towards him. There you go. He'll see if he goes right through that little window between the 7-8 with this shot.
It's perfect, isn't it, this?
Little tiny stun.
No, something about it he doesn't like. He's just worried about clipping one of them.
He's worried about clipping the 7 ball. He could send him behind the 9. Perfectly done. Nicely executed.
Yeah, might have to bump into the 6 here. Unless he can just roll through. I like bumping this, George.
I do, Mark, I agree. He just bumps the 6 ball right towards the pocket, just like that. And look at the nice angle he comes up with for the 7.
Couldn't
2
have
rails.
hit it better.
No.
Couldn't have hit it better. Hit that second rail. Cue ball coming in on the line of the 6. Just what you want at this stage. This is perfect. We've got a match on our hands. Sky just cannot get away.
Well, scratching on the break just doesn't make for getting away, does it? It stops your run.
Alex is like the Acropolis of Athens. He's been around for a long, long time, and he's still standing strong, George. He doesn't crumble.
I was wondering where you were going with that. That was awesome. Just back a hair.
He just won't go away.
No. He'll come out for the 10 ball on the right side.
Yeah, Sky needs to sort that break out. He's scratched twice now off of his break. And you can't afford that at this stage of a world championship. He's straight out of the chair to help referee John Lehman with the balls.
Our well-traveled referee.
I hope John Lehman's giving them some of his wages, George, for helping him do his job.
Isn't that proper courtesy?
Yeah, not all players do it. There's a lot that don't. I want to remind viewers, when we finish here on the 4th, we have our final this coming Saturday. After that, we have a little break before we go to Wisconsin, to the Ho Chunk Casino for the National Championships of Wisconsin, and also the Pro Billiard Series men's and women's events, the 2 races to 4 and the 3 races to 4 possible in the second stage. So go on to the ProBilliardSeries.com website, get yourself registered, guys, because they soon fill up. Avoid disappointment. Kazakis then breaking off, trails by 1. He wants to try and level things up. Race to 8.
Playing the one on the side, on the left. Kissed out by the corner ball going 2 rails. Back to the middle.
Yeah, 9 almost went as well.
I thought it was going in. Yeah, it looked good.
He's got a shot at the 1 here, and he's got a 2-9 combo after it, so hasn't got to do anything with a cue ball. Nothing fancy. Just leave yourself a shot at it. Get it in the middle.
Well, he used the window between the 3-4. Those can sometimes be tricky.
You see a bit of right hand spin. Just to hold it on that line.
I was thinking he might shoot the same shot here. little more angle than he'd like. Probably have to go to the top rail and back again. The 6-ball is tricky. The 9-ball has half the pocket covered. The 10-ball has the other pocket covered.
Yeah, you can always play the 6-9, can't he, if push comes to shove, George.
Is it going to get there? Got there. Very good. I like the way those fans were looking, leaning over their seat to get a good look at the angles that Alex is playing. The lady in the front row right there, top of your screen. He's going to have to watch his speed here, because when he pockets that 9-ball, it's a little bit of a thin cut. That 6-ball is going to track to the middle of the bottom rail. So, oh, he's playing the 6 and not the combo.
Yeah, he called the 9 first, and then he's changed his mind. Got down, didn't like the look of it.
No, because the 6 travels towards the 10. Yeah, he took a look at it and saw how careful he had to be, and said, "Well, I can just play this off the 9." He's landed a little straight here, but he's coming right back for the 9-ball in the opposite corner pocket.
Oh, we're going to be level. 4-4. It's now a race to 4.
You might even play short side here on this 10-ball. Just lay so natural.
What?
Oh my!
What a miss!
Yes, and you know what I think what that attributed to was the fact that he was going short side, and the whole time he's thinking, should I go back and forth and play the 10-ball in the opposite pocket, or I go short side? And the fact that he came up so high with the cue ball tells me he was undecided.
Well, in my eyes, he was never in prime position once on that whole run out, to be honest. Sky Woodward taking full advantage. He'll accept them all afternoon. 5-3. We're going to nip out for a couple, and we'll be back with a few more. Welcome back. And Alex sat in his chair, should be up breaking the balls, but he isn't. Sky Woodward is after that miss on the 9 ball.
And as you like to call it, Mark, instead of being level, Sky leads by 2 games again.
Yeah, no shot on the 2 though, unfortunately.
Let's see where he chooses to. I think he'll choose to push here. Take a look at what's available. If he goes to the top of the table, right in the middle, he can get played safe too easily, but Alex just looks a little bit off, especially after missing that 9 ball. I'm sorry, but I'd have to challenge him here. I'd have to put that cue ball up where he's standing right now and let him take a shot and give him distance. Try to put it against the rail. Because if Skylar takes the shot, I think he can play him safe. But Alex has been here before, so.
Chewing his gum. He used to be a salesman for Wrigley's, George. You'd love people like him.
Oh, yes, we did.
He's left him a go at it.
You have to take this shot and just shoot the 2 ball right between the window of the 10 and what ball's next to it there? 10-5, and send the cue ball right through that same window so it stays behind the 5-9 and the 1 ball travels past the side pocket.
Well, woefully short of pace there.
He'll get saved back.
Yeah, I think he might get behind the 8 ball here, George.
He could, then he'd have 4 balls he could be behind.
Just a dab of right-hand English there, spinning it back behind the 8 ball. He's got it behind the 5 and the 9. Just as good. We're going airborne again. The national airline of Greece used to be Olympic Airways. Hopefully we can get this sport back in the Olympics one day, George.
Back in?
Or in.
In, yeah. We'd love to have it, and we've been pool enthusiasts have been wanting that for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, made the 2 in the wrong pocket. If you're wondering why Sky is back at the table, it's because, well, he made 2 balls there. Made the 3 and the 2.
And Sky with the shot. Now in position, now in line.
5 balls to make to increase his lead to 3 racks for the first time in the match. And what a time to do it. He'll be breaking to get on the hill if he can.
Yeah, those mistakes by Alex have just been debilitating, if you might want to use a big word.
Yeah, he hasn't really found his best form throughout this tournament, or the previous one, to be honest. He sets his standards pretty high these days, Alex. He's played at the highest level. Won one of our Pro Billiard Series, of course. He is the reigning champion from Wisconsin. I wonder if he'll be back.
That was a year ago.
Another example of how hard he likes to hit the cue ball. How well has he hit this one? What a brilliant shot that is. Tremendous shot.
And now it's just a matter of closing out these last 2 balls. Stands are full of our BCA league players.
You are kidding me.
Oh my.
You are kidding me. Well,
It's not very often you see two top pros like this miss the balls they just did.
Well, we were having a talk. He's missed a few of these, and when he's aiming for the far jaw, and it won't. These pockets won't take them balls, George. You've got to go off the near rail if you're going to go off a rail. And he said he's struggling with it, with that very shot, but you still can't miss that.
No, there's no struggle there. You have to hit that ball in dead center. If you're trying to cheat it for some reason.
And there was no need to.
No, exactly. I'm just shaking my head. I'm flabbergasted.
Well, instead of being 3 in front, he's only 1 in front. It's now 5-4.
And you still see the look of disbelief on Sky's face.
Yeah, I'd love to have a look at that again. I'm sure. Yeah, he's talking about the same thing, I think. I had this very same discussion with him about those particular shots. Here it comes again. Watch, he's played it into the right-hand jaw as he looks, left as we look. You can't do that.
Well,
on these pockets.
What I saw was him using the inside English, the right-hand English, and it just seemed to push the cue ball right to the right. And that's why he hit it to the upper side of the pocket.
I mean, why use English?
Oh, it's a simple shot. I can't answer. He just didn't strike it properly.
On the hill already, Yonesato Komino from Ibiza, the party island. Well, he's having a bit of a party himself because he's 7-3 up over Shane Wolford. Good performance there. And look at this, Max Lechner, 5-1 up against Jeff DeLuna. Justin Martin is 5-2 up against the Butcher, Mirko Fortunski. It's nice to see John's got a new pair of gloves anyway. There's no holes in them ones, George.
Did you finally buy him a new pair?
No, I stitched it for him.
Remember we talked about that one day? You said you were going to stitch them for him.
I did stitch them.
Yeah, I told you to buy them for him.
I went to the knick-knack shops. I bought some needles and cotton and fixed it for him.
Jack of all trades, huh, Mark?
Yeah, master of none.
There you have it.
Can the World Pool master this break?
And there's the 5-ball on the break. Open shot on the 1.
And 2-ball goes. What's he? Oh, he doesn't look very happy.
He doesn't have comfortable bridging over the 10-ball in the 2.
You can't have it all, George.
Well, he's asking for it.
Denied.
Plus, look how hard it is to get on the 2-ball from here. Straight in.
Doesn't like it.
Has to shoot it. And this is tough to get it back because he's elevated. Now he's checking his clock, 30-second time clock. He's called for his extension.
Yeah, he's already used the 60 after the break. So a minute and a half he's got to think about this. He's finally ready to shoot.
And ends up with a good shot. Got the cue ball back. He'll probably be looking at a safety here. Up against a 3.
We overdrew that by about 3 foot. Maybe more.
I don't think he can attempt to cut it in the corner, but he might be attempting to cut it in the corner.
He can play it into the 8 and leave it behind the 10, can't he? Look,
Yeah.
nice and straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the best kickers in the game, that man stood there, chalking his tip ready. Not many cooler customers than him in the game.
Now he is. He's excitable too, though. He gets excited. And you'll see his eyes get big as silver dollars.
The man from Paducah, Kentucky, now residing in Texas.
Grade 8-ball, 9-ball player, both.
He's not a bad 10-ball one either, is he?
No,
All one pocket, all banks. He's a bit of an all-rounder, George.
Oh, look at this shot.
What
He's
a
going to end up
brilliant
safe.
kick
He's going
this
to end up
was.
safe, I think. Oops.
Fabulous kick. Bit slower, and that might have gone in, but he had to bury it in the rail to straighten it up. Very clever shot.
Very well executed shot, too. Big shot by Alex. No.
Do you know, he's got no confidence playing off the rail at the moment. Since that miscue, well, he's had a little bit of a jelly roll, as they say.
Yeah, he's going to get jellied right back because that cue ball's going to be just the other side of the 10. Unless he goes for this. Yeah. He stayed close behind the 3.
Well judged. Couldn't afford to nick the 3 ball at all on the way past, and didn't. Played it nicely.
He has to.
He's going to jump the 8 ball. 2 rails in the side, he's called it. He's trying to kick it from the back. Good shot, appreciated by Mr. Bluegrass. You can say the other half, George.
Mr. Bluegrass. Skyler.
I think he might find himself in a little bit of trouble here behind a 10. Oh, he's got past the 3 ball, nice. Well, he can 2-rail kick this.
He should have brought the short cue with him. The 9. He's going to kick this ball 2 rails. Or, wow. I don't see how he's going to get up to the top of it.
Lots of spin, left hand.
Yeah. He is going 2 rails. There you go.
Oh, he's made the ball in the wrong pocket again. He made the 2 in that pocket by mistake last rack. It didn't cost him the rack last time. Will it cost him this time?
Well, going from the 3 to the 4 is the key to this rack.
If he'd have called it in there, it would have counted, even though it went in off another ball. It's called pocket.
And he's put the cue ball.
How well has he hit that one?
He's put the cue ball in prime position.
Well, he's grimacing slightly. Did he get there? He's got to get down for the 6, hasn't he? High left hand, brilliant. Yeah, he's starting to flow again. Might he go? I thought he was thinking about going rail first, but he's not.
He's just going to settle for the shot. Going to settle for the long shot on the 7 and bring the cue ball back.
Jonas. Oh, look.
Oh, there's.
Hello, Ashley. Give us a wave. She hates being on camera. Hello,
No, she
there
doesn't.
you are.
No, she doesn't. Oh, it's not going to come back up.
Perfect, perfect. Oh, if anything, a little bit straight.
He'll draw this back with a little spin and go to the middle of the table.
Jonas Salto.
Doesn't have to.
Comino, 8-3 up. He's won.
He's won the match.
He's through. Well, this 9 ball, he missed the last one. Can't afford to hit that far draw. He'll know that. I bet he hits the near draw this time.
He's not going very far. This cue ball won't move more than 5 inches.
Beautiful. Held it very nicely. This then to restore a 2-rack lead. And we're going to be back in just a minute to find out how this goes. We'll be back soon. Well, we're back. The players aren't, nor's the referee. We've been left all on our own, George.
Oh, my. Now what are we going to talk about?
Well, let's have a little run through some scores. Just told you, Jonas Salto Comino has gone through against Shane Walford. Ralph Souquet is 6-1 up on Abdullah Al-Shamari. Billy Thorpe, 6-3 down to Belgium Cliff Castelline. Duan Kwok Hong is 4-3 up against Roland Garcia. Now, look at this one. James Georgiadis, 5-3, still going strong. The Australian that joined us in the commentary booth. 5-3 up against Emil-Andre Gangflot. Radoslav Babica is 5-3 up against Edgy Geronimo. Justin Martin, the American, going well against the Butcher, Fortunsky. Justin 5-3 up in that one. Tyler Steyer, another American, doing well, 4-1 against Czech Republic's Roman Hebler. Zelensky and Piers Labutis are all square at 4-4. Sanjin Polovanovic has gone 1 down. He's 4-3 behind against Michael Schneider. And Chang Yu Lung, 5-5 with Ferry Satriadi. Max Lechner now 6-1 up against Jeffrey DeLuna. And Lois Shap is all square with Guttenberger, 3-3. And Roberto Gomez has come back. Superman is flying. He's now 5-4 ahead against Mickey Kraus from Denmark. John Lehman getting the Marcos 2 balls nice and tight. waiting for Sky Woodward to come back and break them. And right on cue. There he is. Just getting his glove back on. Do you wear a glove when you shoot, George?
I do not. I just, it makes the cue feel too slick.
I totally agree. I like to be able to feel the cue on my skin. We're ready, Sky. Let's go.
Taking deadly aim. Cue ball down by the bottom. Might have an open shot, or one-sided shot at the one ball, but nothing offensive. And if he decides to try to cut that one ball, it's one heck of a shot, but so I don't think he'll do that. I would recommend trying to go off the right side of it and send that cue ball right back towards that 5 and that little area between the 5 and the 3 and the rail there.
I think he's pushing.
Might want to push it towards the 10 or up against the 10 so you can cue better. Get a better bridge.
He was looking at the 8 ball earlier on. That's what he's playing. Just touch the 8.
Will Sky give it back? He chose wisely before.
Yeah, he's well within his rights here to use those 60 seconds that he has to just plan the rest of the rack, you know. Good tip that was from Jeremy Jones.
He's put him back in the box.
Coming around the back of the 2. Down behind the 6. Down behind the 9-8 he tried. Wow, that's a mistake.
His speed was good. He just nibbled the 9 ball going in.
Sky out of his chair like a jack in the box. That chair's spring loaded, I think, George. It's an ejector seat.
Gonna have to come out some. Now he has to avoid this 4 ball and come down just past the little window between the 3 and the 10 for position on the 3 ball, going up to the same corner pocket as the deuce. It lays nice for it. Just has to avoid the 4.
Needs it to run.
Yeah.
Well, if anyone can bank this ball, this man can, and draw on the cue ball up for the 4 ball, if he fancies it, of course. See if he taps that bottom right-hand corner as we look, George. He's not sure about this one, is he, George? He's just taking a little bit of time on this one. He's not playing the bank, he's going to play safe.
He's trying to get behind the 4 ball.
Well, he's cut off the potting angle.
Yeah, but he's Left him in kind of a no-man land. He can just hit the left side of it unless he goes rail first and spins it, which he can't because of the 4. And another extension, and they're both out of extensions now. The 8-9 still is going to provide a problem for him.
He can come off thin, finish off of this 3 ball, take the cue ball, back up the table, hopefully leave the 3 behind the 7. Just kill the 3 off the 5.
Kind of like that, Mark?
Well, not exactly what I thought. I fancied going the other way, but he's the pro.
I think this double kisses if he tries to. No, I think it banks. I think the cue ball clears. He's not taking any chances.
Yeah, he caught that wrong. Caught it way wrong.
Yeah, he got too close to the nub of the side pocket and has straightened out the cue ball.
Called the 5.
Stop shot with the cue ball. 3 ball travels to the other corner for a straight in shot.
Beautifully played. Billy Thorpe in danger of going out of this year's Predator WPA World 10 Ball Championships. He's up against Cliff Castelline from Belgium. And the man from Chocolate Land, he's on the hill, 7-3.
Chocolate Land?
Yeah, Belgium, famous for chocolates. Come on, George, keep up. We've got another match to do after this. But that's gone wrong. He's comfortable. Look, he's got his legs up, George. Called the corner.
Ho ho, pretty
Good
close.
effort.
Pretty close, gave it a run. Is he going to get behind the 10?
He's waiting, look. He's having a quick sneaky look while he picks up his chalk.
Scatter can do a lot of damage with these remaining balls. Put himself on the hill.
Just caught it a little thick. Cue normally comes off the top of his hand on these. Look, just like that. See that? Always plays that shot the same.
Well, he's consistent then.
Absolutely.
Well, he makes it the same
Absolutely.
too.
That's fine. Yeah, don't worry, folks. He's just checking.
He says, I don't want to do much work on this 8 ball, so I'll get right here and play safe from there. Yes, he's looking to make it. I don't know if he can.
He's going to try and get over.
He can play it in the
Goes
side
short
pocket.
side as well, doesn't it?
No, I don't
the
think he
8
goes
ball?
up there.
No?
Yeah, I think he can play this 7 ball on the side and come down, just like he's looking on that line right there. And he wants to stick the cue ball on top of the 9 and leave the 8 ball right over close to where the 7 is now.
I think he was looking to make this, George.
I think maybe he, well, let's take a look.
Yeah, he's looking to make it. He's looked at it several times.
Yeah, he had room.
Chance once again to open up a 3-rack lead, and this time it will be to get on the hill. Skyler was one of my picks for this World Championship. I just felt that he's going to snap one of these big ones off this year. Could it be the World 10 Ball? Well, he's in a great position to do so. He now leads 7 racks to 4. And we're going to be back with the conclusion of this match after a very quick break. Don't go anywhere. Well, very nicely poised this one, and so is Justin Martin. He's 5-5 with Mieszko Fortunski. Max Lechner is on the hill against Jeffrey DeLuna, and so is Mickey Kraus on the hill against... Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I hope John Lehman's all right. That's about where he sits.
Well, he's made a ball.
Thought I saw some shrapnel shoot off the table there, George.
He's made a ball, but it has nothing here. So exactly where do you push here? To a jump shot? Your opponent jumps as good as you do. You know, my opponent's uncomfortable in my eyes. I might put him right on the back rail and test him on the one. That's kind of what he's doing.
Yeah, good call, George.
Alex hasn't showed him that he can that he can come with these shots.
And what did I say earlier about playing off the rail? He hasn't enjoyed. He hasn't made one ball off the rail either. So good thinking there from Sky Woodward.
And Alex didn't even take it on. But you also mentioned how well Skyler hits these shots. There's a corner pocket on the left there that's dangerous. He didn't even play for it.
Playing for it.
He played safety all the way.
And
very smart shot by Skyler.
Brilliant, brilliant from Sky Woodward. I think Sky's all-round game today has been pretty good.
Except for that little, especially that ball that he missed, that 9 ball that he missed.
Yeah, apart from that, they've both had one of them, haven't they?
Well, 2-rail kick here on this one ball. High percentage shot. Made it. Oh, no, he didn't. When he first struck that, I thought he made the ball.
Well,
and
look at this. 2 ball over this. Yeah. He's going for it. It's a big prize if he can get it. In a place in the last 32 qualification round.
Yeah. Well, what he doesn't want to do is lose this match because he has no place in this tournament anymore.
Yeah, win this one and then one more. And then you're really in the tournament.
Well, exactly, because it erases your loss. Everybody's on the same footing.
Well, has he gone a little bit too aggressive there? Part of me thinks, why didn't he play it around the angles? But he felt like it.
I think he made the right move there. For 2 reasons. If he makes it, he's liking life. If he misses, his opponent
He's
really hasn't.
life.
No, his opponent hasn't really got out more than once. But he's great. He's a great shot maker, great player. The 3 ball's tight. I'm not sure if it goes by the 7. I'm not sure if it goes by the 9. He's looking at the 9 now. So he'll have to decide where it goes and where to play the cue ball. It goes by the 9. Thank you for the camera work there, Mogan. He's on the left camera. Clementine on the right. And he's ended up perfect for this. Or does he have an angle where he can't get back on the 4? It's tight. He has a very small landing area to get on the 4.
We could always play the
combo?
Yeah, if he needs to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know how tricky combos can be, though. I think he's going to try to get back on the 4. Just draw it back about 3 or 4 inches.
I mean, if it passes the 7, there's no problem, is there?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, he's going to cut this in.
I think so. I think he's looking for a safety.
Billy Thorpe is out, beaten 8-3 by Cliff Castelline from Belgium.
Yeah.
Yeah, wise decision.
And he's got him with the full ball.
There's the short one again.
This is another cue that Skyler uses very well. But he's left the cue ball pretty much on the rail.
One more good jump shot here. Got to mind the scratch if he hits it thick in the top right-hand corner. Oh, close. Big oohs and ahs from this audience. I think you can safely say most of them are rooting for Sky.
And we're in Las Vegas. There's a lot of Americans here. And this is a world title.
Wow. What a miss. I thought that was tight. I just pointed to the screen, didn't I, George, thinking he's playing it up to the top corner.
Yeah. No, this is why I said Skyler just can challenge him with shots.
It's that same pocket again, though, George. Sorry to interrupt you. The same pocket that he tried that 8 in earlier on. Do you remember when we were down the line with him? Well, what a great chance now for Sky to book his place on the 7 o'clock slot.
Yeah. Alex didn't seem to challenge Skyler in this match. I like Skyler when he gets going like this and he sees the finish line. Watch how big his eyes get.
He has got big eyes, hasn't he? He's got big eyes on a very big prize as well, $60,000. That'll keep him in Pampers for a while, won't it? His son will be out of Pampers soon, I would have thought.
His little boy is so cute. So cute.
I saw him last night in his little stroller playing on his phone, playing games on his phone. They grow up so quick, don't they, these days, George?
Yeah.
So this 10 ball then for a place in the last qualification round. In it goes, Sky Woodward. Huge round of applause from this audience. He wins. He beats Greek Alex Kazakis by 8 racks to 4. Thank you so much to George Teachea in the booth with me. I've been Mark White. I'm going to go for a little something to eat, and then I'm going to have a wander around the arena and watch some more pool. George will be back at 7. I won't. See you.
I'll be gone.